Hey guys, it's Jen from Beauty's a Bookworm. So today I have a kind of first impressions review comparison video of the Makeup Forever Ellipse blending sponge. And it is, as you might guess, a beauty blender of sorts from Makeup Forever. Now, I've never actually heard of this until I was on Sephora, and I don't even know if it's new or not, but I saw it on there last week, so I ordered it. It was only $12. So, I'm comparing it and trying it against, the Beauty Blender. Now, it is slightly different in application. This you wet and use for wet and dry makeup products. This you only dampen, like the side, or the, application tip, with like some kind of setting spray or makeup spray or whatever. You don't actually, like, soak this. It claims to not absorb products, so you save more. And it has very small, smooth divots in here. I mean, like, it's very strange. That's why I ordered it. But I mean, I'm looking forward to trying it. So, if you'd like to see how it applies versus the Beauty Blender, then keep watching and stay tuned for the results. Okay, so here I am, barefaced. I'm sorry. I know, I'm just gorgeous. So this is our quintessential original Beauty Blender. $20 from Sephora. It's nice and cushy, like it expands when it's wet, all this good stuff. Very, very porous, but like very fine and soft, and we love our beauty blenders. Now, this is also from Sephora, and it is the Makeup Forever. It's called the Ellipse Blender Sponge. Ellipse? It's not Eclipse, I wanted it to be, but it's not. And it is shaped like this. Only these two sides are porous. From what I can see, actually, this is very smooth and solid, I guess you could say. Alright, so the claims for this sponge is a pro artist foundation tool with a unique shape to blend, build, and perfect, ideal for hard to reach places. And the way to use it is, I guess you could call this a suggestion, because obviously not everybody has this, and I'm sure you don't need this to actually use it. But it says, prepare the Ellipse blender by massaging a drop of Skin Equalizer, which is from Makeup Forever, which I don't have, hydrating primer, or 2 sprays of Mist and Fix into the sponge. So you don't actually like put this under water like you would do the Beauty Blender. You just moisten, I know people hate that word, you dampen the edges with like something. So I don't have either of those products, but I do have Max Fix Plus, so, excuse me, so that's what I will be using to apply my foundation. Using the damp Ellipse blender sponge, press and roll, starting in the center of the face to build coverage. Let dry for 20 to 30 seconds in between layers. But it does encourage you to wash it after using it. So I mean, I guess it's just like the Beauty Blender, which is just press and roll, press and roll. All right, so one side I'll be doing with this, and one side I'll be doing Beauty Blender, and I'm just more so just gonna do here, and then I'll turn the camera off, finish everything, and then come back and sum up. I'm gonna be using the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow foundation, and I'm going to do the Beauty Blender side first, and then go into the other one with the Makeup Forever. I'm gonna put a dab on my hand. I know this is kind of a little light for me, but I'm a big fan of getting a lighter foundation because I can always darken it somehow. Anyway, here we go with the Beauty Blender. And the Beauty Blender kind of, to me, I mean, it distributes your foundation and it kind of shears it out kind of to a natural finish. And then, if you want more full coverage, you just go in again with another layer. But you know what? I don't like too many layers of foundation on my skin. And I've already primed and everything in my face, so. Oh my god. The bags under my eyes, I mean, I could go to Switzerland. Alright, so that was. So here's the Beauty Blender side, and it's also, obviously, the foundation I used isn't, severe. So you can still see my beautiful natural skin underneath. But we're more so looking for how these sponges perform and how are they different. So this is the normal way you would expect a beauty blender to work. So I'm gonna go in now with a little more on this side. And I still have to dampen. Okay, so we'll get our Fix Plus since we don't have the actual Makeup Forever stuff. And I'm just gonna do 2 little spritzes of that. It's damp. Okay. I definitely don't like how it's like hard to get like under your eyes, but and I read some of the reviews and there were only 2. One was good and one was bad. And the good one said, oh, I love it, and it's, you know, meant to be used dry, which, okay, that's fine, but I mean, now you can see it did, I don't want to say it absorbed it really, but I don't know. So I'm gonna zoom in even more, sorry. So I mean, the Beauty Blender definitely covered a little bit more, even though this side actually does look like more coverage, but I feel like when I'm looking in the mirror, well, over here I can see more redness than I can over here. And I mean, definitely the Beauty Blender, let's back up a little bit. Now, definitely the Beauty Blender is, you know, a cult favorite, and it definitely, you know, feels 10 times better. Honestly, I can't really tell which which worked better, but this definitely feels better. This is like a little too dense. I think I'll try it again with it actually like wet, but like, I don't know. It's definitely not bad. I mean, it's only $12 from Sephora, so I mean, it is cheaper than this. I mean, and it didn't do a bad job, but I mean, you know, I'm gonna wait an extra 20 seconds and I'm gonna do a second layer with this on this side and just see how it looks. So this time I'm just gonna dip the foundation and go back in. I don't know really what it meant. Hard. It's better for hard to reach places. I definitely don't find that around the eye area. I mean, again, it's not a bad sponge. I don't see how it's better or worse than like the knockoff kinds that you find. I mean, you know, I covered okay. But I mean, just comfort level, I mean, obviously the Beauty Blender wins, because I mean, this just feels heavenly. So I'm done applying the rest of my makeup, just so I'm not scaring you the rest of the time. And I guess my final thoughts are, you know, it did a nice job, I guess, applying the foundation, whatnot. It did do a slightly smoother job than the Beauty Blender. Honestly, I don't see myself reaching for this very often, so this is definitely something, if you already have the Beauty Blender or one of them, it's definitely not, I mean, not something that you need by any means. If you'd like to try it for yourself, you might love it, but I mean, you definitely don't need this if you already have a Beauty Blender. I guess if you're a contractor or something, you might know what I'm talking about when I compare this to like foam that like you would use on a job for something. Like I distinctly remember my dad using this to build something when I was younger. But anyway, I did actually try to wet it, like I washed it, and it doesn't expand or anything like that. Like it, you know, it really didn't absorb much of my makeup, which is maybe why it's slightly smoother on this side. And it really does look, you know, a bit smoother on this side. So maybe at times I will try it, but I mean, it's kind of just very awkward. Like, I don't know. I'm so used to like that nice cushy beauty blender, but this is, it's just kind of strange. So, I mean, if you'd like to try it, it's only $12, so, you know, you might like it, but I don't know. I probably won't reach for it too often. But, so that was my overall thoughts on the product. Again, this was $12 from Makeup Forever, the Ellipse, E-L-L-I-P-S-E. I thought it was Eclipse, but it's Ellipse blending sponge from Makeup Forever. $12 Sephora. Again, I'm not even sure if it's new or not, but I've never heard of it up until like a week ago. So that was that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.